Step 3, releasing any unanswered questions. Lingering questions can keep us stuck in the past. The whys and what ifs seem to have no end, and they can be completely exhausting. Why did it end? What could I have done differently? Was any of it even real? These questions create a constant cycle of overthinking that keeps you trapped in pain and confusion. It can feel like trying to find your way out of a maze with no exit. Those questions often come from a deep desire to understand what went wrong, to get some kind of closure and to make you feel better. But the hard truth is that some questions just don't have clear answers. In Buddhism, there's a concept that's called the unanswerable question. And the way I understand it is that these are questions that only lead to more suffering because they have no real resolution. Those questions pull you deeper and deeper into confusion rather than bringing you peace. Now, the same can be true for some of the questions we ask ourselves after a breakup. Constantly searching for an answer that might never come keeps us in a state of emotional turmoil and prevents us from moving forward. So I want you to try writing down these questions. Create an unanswered question list. Get every thought, doubt, and unresolved feeling out of your head and onto paper. Because when you put them in writing, you're taking them out of that loop in your mind and making them something you can see and work with. Now, do this simple action and you'll instantly feel things become more manageable and your life more peaceful. Now, here's something really important to understand. Some of these questions may never have a definite answer, and that's okay. By getting them out of your head and onto paper, you're starting to let go of the hold they had on you. It's a step towards freeing yourself from that endless loop of uncertainty because you do not need all the answers to be at peace. Instead, focus on accepting that you might not fully ever understand everything, and that's enough. You can move forward now without needing perfect clarity. You just cannot ignore how important this is. There is a real strength and power in accepting and surrendering to uncertainty. And the more you learn to do that, the more you're going to find that life is opening up to you in some pretty amazing and unexpected ways. Now, once you've done that, you'll want to move on to the final step in this video. Step number 4, practicing forgiveness for yourself. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful tools for healing, but it's often misunderstood. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to excuse what the other person did or pretend that the pain they caused doesn't matter. Forgiveness is really about how you are starting to free yourself from the heavy burden of resentment, anger, and bitterness that keeps many of us tied to the past. Forgiveness also means you're now extending compassion to yourself. Relationships can be messy, and people often find themselves searching for love, acceptance, and comfort, or a sense of belonging. Here you can find that these are universal needs. We all want to feel that. Now, sometimes we look for those things in the wrong places or with the wrong people, and maybe you feel like you ignored certain red flags, compromised too much, or gave your heart to someone who didn't truly value it. And that's okay, because it's crucial to understand that wanting this love and connection is natural. We're all wired to seek it out, and there's no shame in that. So try forgiving yourself for wanting love, for wanting to feel seen and cared for. Now, you weren't wrong for wanting those things, and you weren't wrong for trying to find them. So in this step, you're going to write a forgiveness letter. Not to send, but just so you can continue your own healing. Be brutally honest and open as you write down everything that hurt you. Put into words all the things you've been holding on to, even the small things, even the things that may feel silly to say out loud. Just let your emotions spill completely out onto the paper. Then take a deep breath and express forgiveness. Say or think, I forgive you because you deserve it. You deserve to feel free, feel free of the anger, feel free of the pain, to feel free of any and everything that once hurt you. Now, I want you to take that paper, tear it up, ball it up, and throw it away, because you deserve to let go of that emotional baggage. In this moment, as you're realizing those emotions, I want you to remind yourself that forgiveness does not mean you have to let that person back into your life. It also doesn't mean that you have to forgive everything they did. Instead, it's about how you are accepting things for what they are. As you begin to free yourself from the past and make space for new experiences, new opportunities, and new ways of finding love. Now, finding closure isn't always a one-time event. This is a process. So keep coming back to these videos as often as you need to, and remember, you're stronger and more resilient than you might realize. Now, if this resonated with you, then continue this process with me by watching the next video, Heartbreak Recovery, Your Guide to Healing, because in it, we're going to explore powerful and practical ways you can begin to rediscover your joy and your purpose in life. Now, you're not alone on this path. We're all here to support each other every step of the way. So if you found this video helpful, then please let me know in the comments below, because your thoughts and experiences might just help someone else along their journey. Thanks for being here with me, and take care. I'll see you in the next video.